All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's probably not going to be too many people because I don't really announce when I'm going live and shit. So it's kind of just random. And frankly, I don't really care. Got some news. Former CB sister has passed away. Her name was BU2 Klecker, and I served with her in NMCB 11, and she will be missed, definitely for sure. If you have like mental health problems, or you feeling some sort of way where you're to the point where you don't know what to do, call somebody. And don't your life is much better off living than you being gone. It's frankly, it's a very selfish act. It's a cry out for attention. And I'm not saying this about this person that I knew, but if you have some sort of problems where you're almost to the point where you said, F it, I don't care, you should call like a family member or a friend, because that family member is going to miss you tremendously. So just think about others before you decide to think about yourself first. But on that note, I got another Nikki MGTV video. I just saw it pop up on my TV, so I was like, all right, let me just go live, and I'll just keep on making videos like this. Like, I don't really care. Honestly, I really don't care. I just do it because, I feel like that I owe you guys something, or I say that I'm going to, do all these videos and stuff like that on my homepage. So I might as well be the man of my word and do these videos at least once a week. So I think this is my second one coming up this week that I've done so far. Maybe I did one on Saturday. I don't really remember. But here it is right here. It looks like an army story. Somebody's trying to get him kicked out. So let's watch this. Let's get rid of the banner. All right, let's watch it.
First Sergeant texted me and said, Sergeant Major said it was because of your grill.
What?
Sergeant Major said he need paperwork for your grill because they thinking you got it while you was in. Now they talking about you got to provide that, or you...
Oh, his teeth. He's talking about his teeth. Yeah, it's probably not regulated. It's probably not in regs.
Got 30 days to get chopped it out. Man, that shit be pissing me off. Like, who you think you is telling me going to be texting my mom out?
Well, you're a sergeant. He's a sergeant major, so he can kind of say whatever he wants to you. So deal with it.
The Army has officially drained me where I don't want to do shit with the Army. I want to get out the Army.
We had Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, going after people for beards, out of shape.
This also means grooming standards. No more beards, long hair, superficial individual expression. We're going to cut our hair, shave our beards, and adhere to standards. But unfortunately, we have had leaders who either refuse to call BS and enforce standards, or leaders who felt like they were not allowed to enforce standards. Well,
yeah, that's true. A lot of the times when I try to enforce standards, like, I got mad, like, I'm trying to think of that, like, new word that people say, but I got mad flack for that, or, like, just pushback. It's terrible.
Both are unacceptable. And that's why today, at my direction, the era of unprofessional appearance is over. No more beardos.
And for some reason, I wasn't putting girls up there. That's because I thought we were done with all this. You had women freaking out over nail colors and what their hair could look like. And I was like, all right. The dust is settled. But here we have a soldier that has a grill. If you guys don't know what that is, it's...
I got my mouth looking something like a disco ball.
That's pretty good. Yeah, he has. That's definitely not in the uniform regulations. Like, come on, man.
designs, gold, things in your mouth, right? That essentially the battalion commander or sergeant major, somebody that has leadership, is essentially saying they want to kick him out of the military. And he stayed silent about this, but is telling way more about it in a full detail. Check this out.
I wonder what he's gonna say. Well, first off, let's analyze this guy real quick. All right, so he's an E4. He's a specialist. He's not a NCO. He's not a non-commissioned officer. All right. So that's all he's got. That's all we have right now. You know. All right, he's got his TikTok handle. But let's see what specialist has to say.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell y'all how they tried to pull the chapter me out because of my grill shit. This all started from me going to the promotion board because I've been here 2 years and a half, never had no problems, none of that, like ever. No problems. Somebody questioned it, none of that. Like, so boom, it was November 4th. I remember the day I chose to go to the board. LT like, let me know by the end of the week if you're gonna go for real. Let me know, make up your mind, because you only really got 2 weeks to study. I'm like, cool. I'm like, anybody know me? My family, friends, y'all know, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So I'm like, all right, boom, Friday come,
It's respectable. I respect that.
Thursday come. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm going. All right, cool. I'm finna start studying. I got my flashcards. I got paper. I got the creed, all this shit, like, on my screensaver, like wallpaper, whatever you wanna call it. I'm ready. I'm getting active. 2 weeks, I'm studying nonstop. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped playing the game. I started doing all type of shit. I wasn't none of that. Like, I'm locked in. Ask anybody, I'm locked in. At work, at home, whatever. I go to the board. My last name. Boom. I get in there. They like, you gonna be last. It's 3 different groups. Time going by. Everybody, first 8 people went. They told everybody to go home, come back at 10. Second group went, they told everybody, y'all come back at 2:30. Come back at 2:30, it's like 3 or 4 of us. I'm the last one out of everybody, because it's my last name. Alright, my sponsor go in there, he come back, and he got like a face like, something ain't right. I'm like, oh shit, they done said something crazy. Cool. Alright, he like, knock on the door, 5 seconds, boom, boom, come in, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. I come in, I ain't getting no crazy vibes. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna knock this out. I'm finna go and do my thing. I do my thing, special tiles important to the president of the board, boom, boom, boom. We get to it, the bio. I tell him like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He instantly hit me with the creed. We get to the questions. The first one asked me, sexual harassment, whatever. Second one was my first sergeant. And then the third one was a sergeant first class, I believe she is. Staff sergeant, something like that. I knocked the last 2 out. My first sergeant question blew him out the water. The staff sergeant, I probably missed like 1. But the first sergeant, he kind of was like guiding me to get the answer that he wanted me to say, but I basically said it. But I ended up saying the answer you wanted anyway.
So if people don't know, the Navy and the Army, they do their promotions a little differently. Supposedly the Navy is changing their promotions now. They're doing billet-based advancements, which will really be bad for the CBs, is what I've been told. And what the Army does, and I think the Air Force and the Marine Corps, they do promotion boards, kind of like how you would go up to a CB board and you do your CB board, and they ask you a bunch of questions about the CBs and everything that you studied for the board. So the Army does something similar to the Marine Corps and the Air Force when it comes to promotions.
So boom, scratch that off. All my questions, all this shit, good. Like I feel like I'm kind of nervous. Everybody nervous, but I feel like I did my thing. Like I didn't fuck up too bad. I didn't stutter. If I was wrong, I'm still yes, sergeant major, yes, first sergeant. I'm still going through it. Whatever.
Now you're probably saying, what does this have to do with his teeth? He's talking about a promotion board. He's talking about answering questions, looking good in uniform, which, by the way, he's probably going to look his best because that's where you're trying to ensure you can secure the next rank.
Right, yeah. He looks fit, you know, so but is he qualified for retention?
But he finds out after all of this, there was more to this board.
All for them to say, we feel like you have a lack of service, time and service.
What?
So he's been in for 2 years. So I wonder what the advancement like average would be for his job and his rank or whatever.
I picked up specialist May 14, so it was like exactly 6 months. I'm in my window. Like, why would you switch to promotion board if I ain't got time to serve?
All right, he's in his window. Okay, well that's good.
That's a lie. I knew you was lying in.
This is dangerous because you can see they're throwing stuff at the wall. They're like, didn't have enough time in. I'm like, well then why would you even put him up for promotion?
Right.
That makes no sense. Confidence. Let's just say something as subjective as possible. But then he finds out the reality, and I hope this person has this message, has somebody that's willing to say this, because this is interesting and could get some leadership in some hot water.
Then they throw the little confidence shit out there. First of all, they letting motherfuckers pass that didn't finish the creed. They let motherfuckers pass that didn't know a question. I got everybody questioning my notes that they asked. I'm asking everybody. I got all the answers. So I already had it.
Well, he said he missed some, so let's not forget that.
In my head, like, I know every question they finna ask. Whatever. I was good. So confidence, alright, whatever. Lack of time and service was bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, that was bullshit. Cause I'm 6 months in, like I could be promoted. Cool, whatever. Mind you, my first sergeant already told me that sergeant major was gonna say my grill is a problem. I need to go find my paperwork. Blah 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 blah. All this shit. And while I'm in there doing the board, they busting out laughing, like crying, laughing, not just to throw you off. I ain't got a question to ask yet, and they crying, laughing on another chair, showing each other text messages and shit.
Hold up, and I'll tell you as anyone else, I want people to follow the rules like anybody else.
Which I'm like, I know it's been my grill. I gotta keep my military bearing. They looking for me. They want me to just get up, walk out of here. They want me to do this. They want me to do that. So all that's going through my head. I'm like, I ain't finna trip. I'm just gonna sit right here. Whatever. Keep laughing. Do what you're doing.
Respect.
So they hit me with all of them hit me with the same exact thing. Nobody said nothing different. Time and service. You would have had to be perfect. Woo. Fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. Alright, fast forward to the next day. I go to PT the next morning. He like, congratulations to the female that's in my company. She in my same platoon. She got a P status. I'm proud of her. We in there cheering each other and all type of shit. Like, that's my dog. So the platoon sergeant like, congratulations, woo, specialist, woo. I'm proud of you. How did Tolleson do? He don't know I'm right there though, so cool. I turn around, he called me over there, he like, yeah man, first sergeant texted me and said, Sergeant Major said it was because of your grill. What? That's so bogus. When I say I was pissed, but I already knew. Like, I know what this Army shit come with.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not good order and discipline to have a grill. You know, it's probably not in the regulations unless if he joined with the grill already in. So, you know, so what's the truth right now?
I know what this grill shit come with. Like, I've been.
But a simple Google search, which by the way, AI shared this, and said as long as it is permanent teeth that are in there, locked in, not decoration, can't be removed, they are in there, then they should be okay. And I felt conflicted making this video because I was like, I get the distraction from uniformity and all that other stuff, but I'm like, it's in regulation, according to what I've read about the Army.
This ain't nothing new. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, I know what y'all want in the Army. Like, I know what y'all want in the Army. And the Army has officially drained me where I don't want to do shit with the Army. I want to get out the Army. I did this shit because of me. Like, I didn't do this shit because I had to. Like, I had all my shit that I got now, I had before I went to the Army. Like, I didn't need this shit. Like, I could have went and did something else. But I did it because I wanted to. Which...
That's good. That's respectable. You know, like not a lot of people join the military, especially Americans. You know, like I see a lot more people from different countries joining our nation's military. You know, like
I feel like, yeah, they did push me away from the Army, which I shouldn't allow that because it's my first unit. But I'm cool. Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'll find something else to do. This ain't it. I ain't gonna lie. This ain't it. And for...
Oh, I mean, dude, you got a grill, bro. You know, it's like you made a choice to get this grill, unless if, you know, yeah, it's just not a good look, man.
Really, definitely ain't it. Like, the discrimination is so crazy. Like, there's discrimination. I have all my shit from my grill. Like,
it's definitely not because you're black, bro. It's definitely not because you're black. It's because of the grill, probably. It probably doesn't show like good order and discipline, honestly. Like it's the image, man.
that shit's crazy. So fast forward later on in the day, they hit me with my section sergeant like, sergeant major say you need paperwork for your grill because they thinking you got it while you was in what? Whatever. They think you got it while you was in your unit, when you got to the unit, not before you joined the Army, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's crazy. I got pictures, I got whatever. But
let's see. 2021 or 2? It looks like a 1. Let's see if I can zoom in. 2021. So, yeah, I mean, I guess they let him go in with the grill.
all this came because I went to the promotion board and they didn't have a valid reason for not giving me my P status. So now they talking about you gotta provide that or you got 30 days to get chaptered out. I'm like, that's crazy. But
Alright.
do what you gotta do.
So fucking provide it, man, and then get promoted.
Who cares? Do what you gotta do. I don't know if they thought I was gonna snatch it out of my mouth, what they thought. Do what you gotta do. But now, only reason I didn't do it third time, because I haven't heard nothing else about it. Everybody telling me go here. I mean, it's word of mouth. Like, I don't have the text messages. I don't have none of that shit. Like, it's really nothing I can do. Like, I just gotta shit go with the punches. I know what this shit come with. I only got like 9 months left, and I'm gone, out the way. But basically, that's how I'm supposed to be chaptered out. I ain't heard shit else though. So I think they just let it slide. Like, he ain't fucked up about his V status. He ain't fucked up about us discriminating against him.
He's probably a good soldier too. I mean, he sounds like a good soldier.
So leave him alone. Fuck him. That's how I feel.
So this guy had a receipt from 2021. He's a junior service member, E4 right here, where I'm like, the timeline matches up here, okay? And
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Nikki on that. The timeline matches up.
Pierce has not been the first or last time he's dealt with this, because he mentions one of the, I don't know, some other NCO in some other shop essentially had said that they wanted to correct him. And this is what he says about that story.
Nah, so check it out. So I'm going to the SSA, right? It's me and this E5, we're picking up these parts for the company. One of the E5s that work in there, I guess she like a section sergeant or something, she come on, she like, oh, you couldn't beat my soldier. What? I'll make you take them out, this and that, but you ain't my soldier, so I can't trip. No, you couldn't. I went through MEPS with this shit. I went through AIT with this shit. I went through basic with this shit. I done talked to battalion commanders, command sergeant majors, first sergeants, chiefs, all that shit. Like, you wouldn't take, but no, you. Man, that shit be pissing me off. Like, who you think you is telling me going to take some of my mouth? Yet I get disrespectful now, I look crazy. I got a year of this shit left. Just let me finish. Let me get my ass up out of here.
I mean, like I said, the grill's not a good look, but
Leave me alone. I come to work, I do what I'm supposed to do. I done been promoted in basic. I done been promoted. I done got waivers. Like, leave me alone. I ain't doing nothing wrong. You worry about my teeth. And they ain't going no fucking work. These people will real deal try to run you out the army. Like, and it ain't even that. Like, I feel like I did my time. I experienced what I wanted to experience. They not pushing me away. This ain't for me. Like I don't even the stuff they say don't bother me. It's just like, bitch. But nah,
It hurts your feelings. That's what's going on.
I want to do something else. Shit, I gave it a chance. It's cool. Like it ain't bad. But other than that, this shit a piece of cake. I ain't gonna lie. I barely do shit like.
Yeah, the military's great. Right time, right place, right uniform. Easy day. It's super easy.
We have our missions. We come here. We do what we supposed to do. We go home. This shit ain't that bad.
Now, it appears he's also aired some of the frustration because he's like, I always have to explain myself every single time I go anywhere. And I get that. It's not a common thing people deal with. I've seen some people that have had a gold tooth before. That was medically required for one of them, I believe, at some point. I don't know the actual details of that. But, you know, I've seen one or two cases, not to this extent. But you have to remember, he joined in 2021 era, if that's, he got it before then, that essentially that was a hard recruiting time. So there were waivers going here, there, and that.
Right, yeah, maybe he had a waiver. You know? If that would have been a really good defense. He'd be like, yo, I got a waiver for this, dog.
Everyone. But he is critical of some of the regulations and kind of like, wait. This is a little bit unfair.
Bro, like, y'all see this right here? No bullshit. Like, I kid you not. Imagine you put all this gear on, you look like a bucket of fucking. But they don't say shit. They don't give a damn. I'm talking about fucked up teeth, hair, whatever. Like, they just come to work however musky as hell. Why that ain't in the rigs? Y'all ain't tripping about that? But nah, real shit. I watched two of my partners double team a nigga head, cutting his head. That shit was, man.
If you're listening, the comment says, bro is the reason they don't like us in the army. Crying, laughing emoji. We just got too much drip in the uniform and they can't compete. It's pretty funny.
Man, nigga went to work the next day, I bet they ain't say shit at all. As long as that shit low and tight, they don't give a damn how your hair look, for real, I swear. And if I'm wrong, teach me. Let me know. I'm listening. I'm always here to learn.
I want to correct this a little bit. There is something in every regulation for every military branch. Must be clean, presentable, you know, whatever words they choose to use that are buzzwords that are like, yeah, you got to show up. You got to apply a little bit of bar soap, or if you don't do that, some kind of soap with your hand on your body through your hair, and wear some deodorant and wash the clothes that are on your back. That is expected. Now, with that being enforced maybe as egregious or as, you know, bad that might be, I don't know. We know there are some dirty soldiers, Marines, sailors everywhere that are essentially causing a ruckus, and they
Definitely dirty CBs out there.
They are the stinky kid of their shop. Now, it does appear that a Sergeant First Class has come to social media kind of to his rescue to kind of say his thoughts on this, even in a professional aspect, and this is what he had to say.
So by now, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the video of the young soldier who made the video about the CS and wanted to kick him out because of his grill, right? If not, it's this video.
Yeah, because of my grill shit.
So go ahead, check out his page, watch the video to get the full clip, to get the full gist of the clip, right? Now, I got an opinion on it, and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like it, especially saying this as a senior leader, but if you got into the military with it, went to basic, AIT, spent all of this time at your unit with that grill, especially on active duty, if you did all that, man, that is a win. I love that. I respect that. I salute that. This is why I talk about culture so much, man. A lot of people look at that soldier and say, man, that's a trend and all that. Man, that's some people culture. In places like Florida, gold grills and things like that, that is a part of their culture. That's who they are.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. You know, it's like their culture.
And if you got this far in the military with it, man, I love it. I ain't gonna lie. But the other side of that, man, is like when you have that type of target on you, you got to maintain a certain standard, a certain military bearing, because you got to show them that you are more than your grill. like your work ethic got to show, your professionalism got to show, all of the things. Like you even said that you spent all that time studying for the board when they told you last minute. So we know that you care about your career and the things that you do and the things that you want to do. And even when you was talking, man, I saw the, like, you cared about how it went down. You were also aware that you have this grill and this is just what come with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you didn't place no blame, you didn't point no fingers, you know what I'm saying? Now I will say this. For them to tell you that it was one thing, but then go behind your back and tell you it was another thing, I feel like that was wrong. But if you decide to stay in the military, man, and I hope you do, because I hope that people can see you and be a reflection of like you are more than the sum of your parts, right?
Now, essentially, I do agree with this Sergeant First Class. It is kind of
Same.
crazy that they would sit here and say, oh, it's your confidence. Oh, you haven't been in long enough. That's why you can't promote. And then really, it's this. And this is the smoke and mirrors and whatever of why somebody does or doesn't get promoted. And I'm not an Army guy. I can tell you that usually when there are boards like this, there's people that sign away saying we were on this board. This is our results. This is what we found. There's grading sheets. There's things like that, where that's why they do it, because there are issues where people do get singled out for things, even though they're in regulation or whatever else, and they do not want that. And I have to ask this question too, because during this period when he joined, a lot of people had neck tattoos, and I remember that was a big thing. I've seen people in the military with blasted neck tattoos right now. I'm like, whoa, I cannot get one of those. I don't want one of those, even though I have tattoos. But the fact that there are people that are coming in with it, I'm like, I mean, who's to say I got it before the military or after or whatever? I'm just like, that would be insane. But it depends on the chain of command that's looking to go for that. But some
That makes sense. I mean, it makes total sense. Like, sometimes there are waivers and stuff like that. But if you had a waiver, or, you should just not be looked at differently. You should be looked at like by your performance. And, like I said before, it's not really a great look. I don't think having a grill is a professional look, but to teach its own.
the comments are interesting on this circumstance as well. For example, Milia J says, if it was an issue, they should have never let him in. He's here now, let it go. I don't know the process. I hope he either way gets his paperwork or swap him out, because I can definitely see him making it through the ranks if he wanted. Major Payne 39 wrote, I knew a command sergeant major that's retired now that had a mouthful of gold. He told me he was outcast, told he wouldn't get far. He kept his golds as a statement to demonstrate his gold teeth don't make him as a soldier, and that was his culture. I think the debate here is you join the military to adapt a new culture and to bring individualism of any kind in another culture to the military has always been controversial, whether that be Native American, some kind of, beer regulation for some other belief that you have religiously or whatever else. Like, they clash because I think notoriously the military has built a culture of you adopt to us, we don't adopt to you. But with all the regulations, with all of this happen,
You come in my frame, I don't go in your frame.
Stance and all the documentation you've seen from what he has shown publicly that we are able to analyze here, what do you guys think in the comments? Do you think he should be filtered out of the military?
Let's see what the comments say. I don't think that he should be kicked out of the military. I think that, they should give him another chance. I think they should give him another chance. Let the kid get promoted. Seems like a good soldier. He seems like he knows what he's doing, and he seems a little upset. And the Army is having a hard enough time retaining people, so I think you should give him a chance. The grill is a good way to have dental issues. Okay. What a ride. I got a headache watching this video. And also, I need a translator. Holy shit. 6 months is not a long enough time to become an NCO. Okay. Yeah. Thanks to the last 4 years, cleaning everybody and calling leaders toxic for enforcing standards, or just completely gut standards. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like having a grill isn't really like a good professional look, I would call it. I mean, wow, look at this guy. How stupid are you to get a grill, then join the military? My son received the waiver for a neck tattoo. I watched the recruiter do his due diligence. He contacted us to let us know it was a go when it was approved MEPSOR, and he joined, proudly serving this 82nd now. So if the grill went through the same scrutiny and acceptance up front with the regulation, what's the problem? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, look, if you got a grill, you got a grill, you know, like let the guy live his life, you know, like, but as long as he's sticking to the army standards and he's going by the army's rules and he already came in with the grill, why is he not getting promoted? So let me know what you guys think in this video. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. And please remember to always like seek some help if you are feeling some sort of way where you don't want to live anymore and you want to self delete, as what people on the YouTube say, you know. um it's just not worth it, you know. Life is so much better living than it is being dead, because when you're dead, you're dead. You know, like you don't know anything, you don't see anything, you're dead. And you know, reach out. Reach out to me on my Instagram, reach out to me on YouTube, whatever, you know, Facebook or whatever like that, you know, reach out to somebody. Go to the gym. You know, that always helps me pick up my spirits, you know, like exercise, you know, it's like even if you don't feel like going, you should just still go anyway. At least do 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, or go for a walk on the treadmill. It's going to help you. It's going to help you clear your mind out, and hopefully it will get rid of these bad thoughts. So, other than that, thanks for coming by. Thanks for clicking on my channel. Talk to you later. Peace.